Hey Pisces, welcome and welcome back to Pisces Network, you guys. Thank you so much for being here, my loves. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your love and support as always, you guys. Those of you who know, okay? So if you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. You guys be sure to like the video. If you would like to join our membership to get early access to videos like this or exclusive content, be sure to click the link in the description box that says join our circle. Okay, if you see the join button, you can click that as well. Pay close attention to the tiers and the details in the tiers. Reading is fundamental. Love you guys. Okay. I've noticed that my personality is just that bold. And when your personality is just that bold, sometimes just, you know, motherfuckers just can't handle you. And I'm cool with that. So I want to spend a few moments just telling all of you guys who are bold just like me or who are able to handle bold personalities that I appreciate who you are. I appreciate what you stand for and I appreciate what you do. Y'all be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new, like the video. And if you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, please only use the links below or you may be running the risk of being scammed. I do not reach out to people to request you to follow me. So if that has happened, report and block that person and then follow me on my real account so you can actually get the real messages. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and see. Let me move my light. Let's go ahead and see for Pisces what's going on for Pisces. I couldn't find anything to lie. Okay. What's going on currently in the recent past and in the near future? Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Father, Mother, God for Pisces. Ooh, thank you. Oh, the Six of Wands in reverse and the Two of... What the fuck? All right. So you're telling yourself, Pisces, right now in this current moment, you're telling yourself, what are you going to do? You're communicating with yourself about what you're going to do. Okay? You're choosing not to pay attention to something or someone because it's just a situation that's not successful. So you're leaving something behind that's unsuccessful to make a better decision to move on to something else that may be new to you, but you feel like would have a more optimal chance of success, okay, or a more positive percentage of growth, okay? There's something that really has not been successful that you're choosing not to pay attention to anymore. Whatever this is, it's been a comfort zone for you. It's been something that you were used to doing or something that you are, I don't know, comfortable doing, something like that. But there's definitely a change, okay? Death card, Eight of Pentacles. This is about your work. So you're deciding maybe to quit a job. You're deciding maybe to move to a different line of business. I've been picking this up for you guys a lot. You're deciding to change your layout. Maybe you're changing a website. Some of you could be deciding to change your branding information, using different logos, using different technology, maybe a different platform. Whatever it is that you're doing, this is a change that has been a long time in the making. It's been something that I feel you've been working up to for a long time. It's also been something that's been very difficult for you to finally acknowledge that you need to do, okay? Because whatever comfort zone that you were in, it's like you had reached a certain peak, but then you began to plateau. And I feel like you didn't want to acknowledge the fact that you were plateauing, or you didn't want to, you know, focus on the fact that you were plateauing. You kept trying to keep pushing at something and pushing at something and pushing at something, but it really wasn't giving you any like advancement, or it wasn't getting better when it comes to any fulfillment. So you're finally deciding to change. I feel like some of you have been forced to change because there's been a lack of success. I also feel like you're not getting as much traction or attention. But I feel like it's a good decision. Whatever decision that you're making to stop paying attention to someone or something, it's a good decision. Because it's taking you out of a comfort zone. It's putting you at a different level. And I feel like it's helping you to gain knowledge and hone in on skills that Spirit wants you to have anyway. Building skills and learning something new by changing what you're doing for work or changing your focus when it comes to your work or your business. Okay, what's the Six of Wands in reverse with this Two of Wands? So you may start doing some type of communication work or work to do with communication or speaking. But you have to psych yourself up. I feel like you have to like work yourself up to doing this. Like, I can do it. There's nothing stopping me. You know, whatever you're saying to yourself to get yourself like confident in doing whatever this is. Okay. What else is the Six of Wands reversed with this Three of Cups? Yeah, okay. So you got some type of heads up. You got some type of warning or advisement that it's time for you to get out of like whatever you've been in to move on to something else. Like, you have to leave the protective barrier of wherever you've been. I don't know what that means for you, but there's some type of comfort zone that you're leaving behind, okay? And there's no like safety net. There's no security blanket. There's no contingency plan. It's just like, we're just gonna do it because whatever we've been doing ain't fucking working no more, okay? And I feel like despite the fact that you may appear very confident or look very beautiful or handsome, despite the fact that you may come off outwardly in your appearance to not be shaken, you are stirred, okay? Okay, but it's just like, that's just what it is. It's like you are afraid, you're nervous, you have anxiety or anxiousness, trepidation, whatever the fuck you want to call it, because a lot of y'all like to get real picky in the comments about like the words that I use, but whatever message that you get from this individually, that's fine. Even if I don't use the word, you knew what the fuck I was talking about to relate it to your life. So that's what that means, okay? Can you tell I don't like to be corrected? I really don't. But you can do it. You know, you're a human. You have control over your own self. I know. Sometimes I'm an asshole, you guys. And I just, you know, I don't know what to do about it. The Ten of Wands is definitely telling me that this is something that you have to do for work. This is a lot of work that you've been doing. A lot of things that, you know, you've been interested in. I think there is some type of like implementation that needs to happen, like that you've been called. Like there's something that you need to implement that is more continuous. I feel like some of you also are a little bit nervous about jumping into the ring or something like that. Four of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like I feel like there's more balance that needs to be had, like with how much you invest into the new thing versus the old thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's like if you, okay. If you, let's just say this. Let's just say you're a chef and you create a food truck and well, okay, let's do it the other way. Let's just say you're a chef and you have a restaurant, right? Your restaurant is on a storefront, okay? Seven of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. So just say you're looking for properties to put your restaurant, and you find a property and it looks great and there's a lot of traction and traffic that gets through that particular area. But then when you finally get in there, it's like it's unclear of whether or not it's going to work, but you hope it works. So you build it and you do it and you put a lot of energy into it. But then once you finally get in there, your revenue or your customers or your, you know, the traction that you actually see once you build this restaurant and have this storefront is not as much as what you anticipated. So it's like you're holding on to it because you don't want it to fail. You don't want to let it go. But then you think, there's this little cheap food truck, this affordable food truck that I saw on whatever place I saw it, and I want to buy it. So then you take a large lump sum of your money and you buy this food truck, and you're still trying to steadily, you know, keep the restaurant afloat, but it's like you have more fun when you're out in the food truck, and you make more money when you go out in the food truck, and it's something that feels more fulfilling, and you're able to bring more people into your restaurant. So it's like you're not necessarily stopping the restaurant, but you're doing something that's giving you more energy back through the food truck, right? But you're only doing the food truck on Friday and Saturday. Or like no, let's not say that. You're only doing the food truck maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're running the restaurant because it's the weekend. And you're like, well, I don't want to miss this weekend money. But you're making more money Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with the food truck than you're making on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with the restaurant. And even though the food truck is bringing in more on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and you're seeing an influx of your restaurant visits during the other parts of the week, you know that more benefits are coming faster from the food truck. So it's kind of like you're making a decision to close the restaurant during certain hours of the week to save money or to reduce costs so that you can run the food truck Monday through Friday and then only open the restaurant on Saturday and Sunday. Like the restaurant is closed Monday through Friday and you're choosing, hey, instead of opening the restaurant on, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday, and only having the food truck out on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're going to decide to optimize your time and have the food truck out a majority of the time because you're getting more of a return on your investment, and then choosing to only have the restaurant open a slight percentage of the time, Saturday and Sunday, to offset the customers that want to come in and actually sit down. That's what I feel like this is about. I don't know why I had to go into that whole spiel about food trucks, but it kind of feels like, you're right at this point where you're trying to balance your work in one area of what you're doing and also do what you need to do with whatever this new area is of what you're doing. With the Emperor coming out, I feel like you have it under a good control. But I do feel like things could get a little bit tiring. It could get a little bit exhausting if you do not take into consideration where you're getting the most return on your investment and make adjustments, okay? Ten of Cups, Six of Pentacles. But overall, I feel like you're really happy and satisfied with what you're receiving. I feel like you are receiving a lot of joy from what it is you're doing. It's not like this is a bad reading. This is just a reading about somebody who's a professional individual who's really trying to make changes to their life or their business or their career. I feel like this is more like work or career or business, but I also feel like this could be just decisions about your personal life and you being somebody who's mature and not childish, you being somebody who knows what it takes to have a happy life, and you know what you have to put where in order to get the results that you want, and you're starting to like calibrate that for your own experience. That's who this reading is for, okay? What happened in the recent past? Okay, we have the World. So yeah, there was an ending, or there was an ending to a chapter. There was an ending to a cycle. Some of you guys finished reading a book, okay? Or you quit or lost a job that you were working at where you weren't really getting anything from it in the first place. And this allowed you to fall more deeply into your passions or whatever you were doing on the side. What's the World card for Pisces? Y'all be sure to like the video. Thank you. We have the Strength card. Okay. What else? Oh, and the Queen of Wands. So you definitely may have some Leo or some Sagittarius in your chart. There's some type of Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart with this fire energy. There's wherever your fire energy is in your chart is driving you to close out these old cycles, to be confident enough and courageous enough to close out these old cycles and go into something new. The Moon and the Hermit. In the recent past, you were trying to figure out if something was worth it. You took a risk, I feel. What's the strength, the Queen of Wands in the world? I feel like you took a risk to go for something or to try something new or implement something in your life or your career or your business that you weren't sure whether or not it was going to work, but it made you feel really good. And it probably worked out well. Yeah, this is something in regards to your career or your business. This could also be a boss that you finally had the courage to stand up to, or a leadership figure that you had the courage to stand up to. For some of you, this could be a position that you finally had the courage to apply for. And you filled out the application online. You may have reached out to the leaders or the people who are over that position to consult with them about like your application. The Hermit and the Ace of Cups. But I feel like you found out like there was something that was unknown emotionally for you. You didn't know if it was going to pay off. You didn't know if you were going to get a return on your investment. There was no guarantee in a situation. And I feel like you kind of investigated the unknown. You tried something out and you ended up loving it. You ended up actually being very successful at it. Even if you don't think you are, you're actually very successful at whatever this is. I mean, I will use myself as an example of me starting to do the Let's Talk About It, where we talk about topics and subjects and things that happen. And then, you know, I do the tarot too. But like, how much am I really getting out of tarot? I'm getting a lot out of tarot. I'm really grateful for tarot. But the thing about it is there's a lot of things about there's a lot of things about tarot that I don't fuck with, y'all. And I'm gonna be real with you. Like, every single job that I've had, I don't know why I have to share this, but I do. Every single job that I've had, you guys, I've excelled at it. I've been good at it. I've been the top of my class, or had the ability to be the top of my class if I apply myself, or I have the ability to like be in a management role if I apply myself. Like, there was literally a job that I got at Advanced Auto Parts recently. And within like 2 weeks of working there, they were offering me like a leadership role with a key, turning the key, you know, doing all that, closing the store and all this type of shit. It doesn't matter what job I've ever been at. I've risen up quicker than the average employee, right? But none of that bullshit fulfilled me because it was very irritating. So it's like, as we grow and as we mature in life and as we travel down these journeys that we're on, we learn what we're good at and we learn what we like. But there's a difference between what you're good at and what you like. You could be good at everything. And I've told y'all this before, Pisces. You, as Pisces, could be good at anything. You could literally throw your hat in any ring and be a top contender. That's why a lot of people are jealous of you. However, it doesn't mean that what you're good at is what you like. And I really do like reading tarot. What makes me not like it is all of the shit that comes with it. And you guys know what all of that is. Everything that comes with being a tarot reader, everything that comes with having a tarot platform online, all the discrimination, all the hatred, all of the scammers and spammers, and all of these people in the comments who abuse you and say horrible things to you. It's like, it ruins it for you if that's what you love to do. That's part of the reason why I created the membership. Because if you're going to pay to be nasty, then at least before I block you, I'm going to get some of your money. You know what I mean? But at some point, I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Like, I'm going to continue to do tarot readings. I'm not going to like stop altogether. But I don't know where the future is going to go for me. And you don't know where the future is going to go for you. So it's like, I can't make any guarantees or not. But I just know that what I'm putting out is not what I'm getting back because people don't appreciate me. So I have to tweak and pivot and do what the fuck I need to do to make sure that I'm being appreciated the way I feel like I deserve to be appreciated. And that's just, it is what it is. And I don't think that people who this reading is for are going to be offended by me saying that, because you're going to be in exactly the same place mentally. Like, knowing what the fuck is going on with you and knowing what you need. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean you like what you're doing. Just like when I was working at a corporate job, I was fucking stellar. But it didn't mean that I liked what I was doing, because of the fact that I was not being paid for what I was doing. I was not being given the acknowledgement and appreciation that I deserved for what it was that I was doing. So I think a lot of you guys have been feeling that. A lot of you guys, there's a chapter recently that you have closed, and it's not been easy. It's something that's been very nerve-wracking. It's something that's been very unexpected, or, you know, it's, you know, unexpected, but also expected at the same time. It's something that's been very nerve-wracking. It's something that's been very like roller coaster type ride, where you're up, there's ups and there's downs, and you don't know where the next turn is going to take you. But I do feel like that you are learning how to appreciate yourself for how far you've come and all the accomplishments that you've made. And I think that's what's causing you to celebrate and be happy about the work that you've done and what you've put in, and what you're being called to do, and how your calling continues to evolve and morph and change. Because what we're called to do rarely stays the same over years and years and years. It's like once you're done in a particular area, then you're done in a particular area. Like I had to let go of the Nutcase Network on YouTube because I was done in that particular area. It doesn't mean that that area of my life wasn't meaningful, and that sometimes or at some point those videos that I did on the Nutcase Network aren't going to be meaningful to someone, because they're still being watched. But it just means that right now my main focus needs to be in some other place, which was Pisces Network for you guys. And whatever else comes after that is going to be whatever else comes after that. But like, we don't necessarily know. It's like we feel it intuitively and we kind of know, but we don't necessarily know. Okay. Like we know what we're being called to do, but we don't know how all the puzzle pieces are going to fit together and what the picture is going to look like. Okay. So what's the near future for Pisces? Page of Pentacles. Okay. In reverse. All right. What's the Page of Pentacles in reverse? This could be some type of bad news. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're going to have to let go of some type of job or some type of work that you're doing or something that you're building. I don't know. There may be some bad news that you receive. Seven of Wands. You may be blocked in some way. I don't know. It seems like you may be blocked in some way, or there may be some type of bad news that you receive in regards to a job or something that you've built. There may be some type of like permits or legalities that block you from building, like literally building a business or building an actual like structure. There could be a Gemini who brings you some type of bad news or tries to put you in your head. There's a choice that you're going to have to make that you may be very in your head about. It may be very difficult for something to come together. It may look like it's not going to come together. Now, what I feel is this is whatever you were holding on to before. Like whatever the Six of Wands in reverse is that you're making a decision to move away from, whatever hasn't been working out, or whatever is not in alignment with wherever you're supposed to be going. I feel like you're going to be forced to release it. You're going to be forced to let it go because there's going to be something that blocks you from being able to do it. Or prevents you from being able to do it. Like the job is actually closed, or there's something wrong with the building, or... You know, like if you've been wanting to quit a job for a long time and start a business, and you've been like, God, please help me. I need help starting this business. And then you show up to work and there's a note on the door that says the facility is closed. That was God. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. What else is the Three of Pentacles reversed? Page of Pentacles reversed. Four of Wands. Yeah, there's actually like a structure. Like, it's like you can't get into this office or you can't get into this home. I don't know. You're going to have to make a choice. But whatever choice you make is going to be the right choice. It's going to be the choice that you've been being guided to make this whole time. That Spirit has been trying to push you towards this whole time. This is kind of really cryptic, a message, like a really cryptic message. But whatever this is that happens in the near future is meant to happen because it's pushing you towards making a choice that you should have already made or that Spirit has been wanting you to make for a long time. Y'all might not like it. But if you can look at whatever this is as glass half full instead of glass half empty, then you're going to be better off, okay? Or you're going to be able to get more of an advantage out of the situation. If you look at it like, okay, this was what I prayed for. How can I use this and utilize it to move forward, okay? Scorpio energy, Aries, Leo, Gemini, Libra, maybe Taurus, maybe Sagittarius as well. So fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, strong Aries and Leo. Air sign, Gemini, Libra. Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, any earth sign. Water, I would say Scorpio. Okay. So what is the advice for Pisces in this situation? Choose wisely and trust yourself. Yeah. I'm telling you, you're going to have to make a decision and you might not like it. You might not like this motherfucker one bit, but it's going to propel you to where you want to be and where you need to go. You have to choose wisely. What is giving you sustenance? Look at this imagery. That's just what I was talking about. What is giving you sustenance and what is not? What's exhausting you and a waste of your time and what is not? Okay. And learning and forgiving is here along with transformation. So this is a part of your growth. And you're going to have to learn how to forgive yourself. You're going to have to learn how to forgive other people. You're going to have to learn how to forgive God and stop waving your fist at God for making things hard. They're not making, the universe, God, source, whoever you believe in is not making things hard. They're making things the way you want them to be in order for you to get what it is that you want. That's what's going on right now. So I just say take the transformation. You know what I mean? Just try to grow and evolve so that you don't come out with defects. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the message. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to subscribe as always. Thank you so much for your love and support. Get you some merch. Join our circle if you want exclusive access to readings, because you never know, bitch. You might only be able to get them through a membership after a while. Okay. But go ahead and do all of that stuff, you guys. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time, as always. Oh, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and only use the link in the description box below to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, because any other accounts that request you are frauds. Thanks. As always, Pisces, this is our circle, boos. Bye.